So in this episode, let's talk about how Google just keeps cocking everything up, how OnePlus is not releasing the 80 Pro after all, and how Apple will be releasing the iPhone 12 series. This is Gadget Snap. So it seems the folks at Google were like, hey, I'm bored, why don't we go and screw some things around because that's so much fun. Yes. Yay. Yeah, I'm just disappointed. So Google is expected to release a bunch of products at their launching event that's happening in a few days, and one of them is the new Chromecast, and usually how a product gets released is that it gets announced at the event and then they release it later, but with Google, it's the other way around for some reason. So yeah, you can now buy the Chromecast before it's even been announced. How does this happen? So yeah, right now at Home Depot, you can buy one for $50. A product that hasn't even been announced is available to buy at your local store. I'm speechless because, like, honestly, that's just ridiculous. Like, how does this happen? Every year, Google finds a new way of screwing things up, and this is an all-time high. Like, what the heck? So yeah, go buy one, I guess. I don't know, like, I just had to include this in the video because it's so funny. Like, seriously, how does this happen? I don't get, my mind is so confused. So Pete Lau has now gone on record on Weibo to confirm that there won't be a OnePlus 80 Pro this year. And I know the OnePlus fanboys will be sad, but to be honest, that's not a bad thing. Because the 8 Pro as it is still a beast of a smartphone that doesn't really need a new version already, so I understand why they've decided to do this. Though I do want to mention that Max Weinbach had mentioned that we could expect something bigger to make up for the lack of the Pro model, and honestly, I have no absolute clue what that could be. Now, they did mention the word Ultra in the tagline of the event, so maybe we could see some kind of Ultra product, maybe a foldable, I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see. So John Prosser, the Apple Messiah, is back with some more information about the iPhone 12, and I've got to admit, it's some juicy info. So shipments of the iPhone 12 and 12 mini are going to distributors on the 5th of October, and that basically means these phones are being taken out of China and then they're going to be distributed across the world to retailers and Apple stores. So basically, in layman's terms, that means these phones are pretty much ready for release. Now this does make sense because the iPhone 12 event is supposed to be allegedly happening on the 13th of October, so the dates are all starting to line up and it's all becoming a reality, people. But it's not all good news because the Pros will be quite delayed. So according to John, the iPhone 12 Pros are on track for a November release, so while they will be announced alongside the regular 12s at the October event, we will only see them released to the public a month later, which kinda sucks. But the bad news doesn't end there, because next we're going to talk about storage options. Actually, there is some good news in that the iPhone 12 Pros will finally be getting 128 gigs as the base configuration. About bloody time, Apple, but the iPhone 12 and 12 mini will be sticking to 64 gigs in 2020. What the heck? Now yes, I am aware that these are just the regular iPhones, and so they should have downgrades compared to their Pro counterparts, but these are still going to be £700, £800 phones, and 64 gigs is simply not enough for most people in 2020. And also, take a look at the competition, because most mid-rangers come with 128 gigs as standard, and so Apple has no excuse in my opinion. So yeah, I'm a bit pissed, a little agitated, but at least 128 gigs will be a £50 premium over the base model, so it's not too bad. And that neatly brings me to the question of the day, which is how much storage do you need in a smartphone? Is 64 gigs enough, or do you need more than that? Because personally, I think 128 gigs is the happy medium, but I would love to hear what you guys think on the matter in the comments below. And on that note, I'll end it here. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Now, if you want to catch up on yesterday's episode, I'll leave in the icon above. Main channel will be linked below. Like and subscribe. We're trying to hit 100 subscribers here, so it would be appreciated. And I'll catch you in the next one. See ya, peeps.